see my
neck.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. There it is. All right, so I screenshot your inspo photos, and you said it's been like since 2020 since you've done any color, right? Okay.
Yeah, so it should all be.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's. Oh my god, that's 6 years.
Yeah.
In my brain, I was like, that's like 3 years. Yeah, nope. I don't think we'll have any kind of problem lifting you since it's been so long since you've done the color. And then I screenshot your inspos too. So both of them were beautiful. Both of them were pretty similar too.
Yeah.
I think.
I was kind of picturing something kind of in the middle.
Yeah. Because I feel like this one, I still see a lot more of like the brown end.
Yeah.
And this one, I feel like she has the brown underneath and like on the top, but it feels a little more solid. So yeah, I think we can definitely do something like right in between the two. How about like tone wise for the rainbow? Because I feel like both of these are kind of like true like red, orange, yellow, you know, they're not like pastel, they're not neon, anything like that. Is that what we're like into?
That's what I prefer, yeah.
I like that too, and you'll get a lot of longevity with that too because they are so pigmented. They won't fade out super quick. You'll probably be good for like a few months with these. Process for today is we'll go in and we'll kind of just be working on just this mohawk section, and that's where everything is going to kind of live with the rainbow. Okay. So first step, we'll go through and just kind of lighten where we want the rainbow to be. So we won't be doing anything like right on scalp because it has like a little bit of that root in there. So we'll just go through kind of lighten these parts through this like top section. And then after we get that to like a pretty decent blonde, we'll go back through and do the rainbows over that. Any questions, comments, anything before we get going?
No,
All right, good. If anything pops in your head while we're going, just let me know.
Hello, what is up, and welcome back to the Hair by Kate YouTube channel. Today we're doing one of my absolute favorite looks. It is this rainbow hair placement that really just lives through the mohawk section of the head. But because of the way that we do this placement, it ends up looking so full coverage, and it's just truly one of my absolute favorite services to do behind the chair. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through the steps that I take to create this look, as well as sharing what Pulp Riot semis I use to get this true tone full rainbow. If you have not already, I would love to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I've had this channel going for years now, but I had a baby. Now I'm back to it, so I am posting at least once a week again. And if you want to see more hair content, if you want to see more behind the scenes, please just take a second and subscribe. It really, really helps me out so much. So now let's get into the look. Obviously, before we do any kind of bright, vibrant services, we need to pre-lighten the hair first. Pulp Riot semis typically work best on levels 8 through 10. So my goal today is to get her to just like a pretty clean level 9 would be fantastic. So the way I wanted to approach this, because I wanted this Prism just to still be a little bit rooted, I didn't want any of these colors actually touching her scalp. I wanted a little bit of her natural root at the base, so that way it would help her grow out and it would just be very seamless and blended the entire time. So I'm going through and doing like one teasy light, and then right behind that teasy light taking a few more small sections and just kind of laying it right over top of the teasy light, using my lightener to kind of feather it up a little bit. So that way the base is going to be really staggered all the way through. It's not going to be just like a set amount of root coming out. It'll really have a nice blend because it'll be a little staggered and a little shattered as to where this rainbow starts. Because my client is starting at a little bit of a deeper base tone, I did go in with 20 volume. Also, we're not doing the entire head, so I knew the application wouldn't take me too long. So I wanted to go ahead and go in with 20 volume so we weren't waiting forever for these foils to lift. Typically, if I'm doing like a whole head, I will start with a lower volume just to kind of allow myself some extra time for that lightener to process while I'm working. But since we're isolating the mohawk section, I didn't want to wait forever for the lift, so we're going in with just 20 volume all the way through. As always, I'm using Olaplex number 1, and with my lightener, I do not lighten hair without it. And then once it is all processed, I'm going to shampoo using the Olaplex number 4C clarifying shampoo. I love using the 4C after doing a lightener service. It makes me feel so confident that all of those lightener molecules are fully removed from the hair before I start going in and applying my semi-permanent colors. The other thing that I'm going to do after lightening, but before applying the semi-permanents, is I'm going to do a power dry on the hair. I do not want this hair to be wet when I'm applying my semis, because that's going to kind of affect how my semis look, and I really want them to be very consistent and very punchy all the way through this mohawk section. In the inspo photos that my client brought in, we can see that the tones that she wants are very just true to tone. So I actually used straight from the tube colors for this look. I wanted to go in with a lot of our OG Pulp Riot semi colors to create this. So I'm going in with Fireball, Nuclear, Satire, Absinthe, Nightfall, and then Velvet. So that's going to be our red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And I'm going to just be working these all the way down each one of these little mohawk subsections. The key to making these rainbow prisms so much quicker and so much more effortless than sitting here for 10,000 years and actually blending all of these colors through with your hands is to use this placement of over direction. I knew I was going to be doing this placement, and that's why I did the same placement when I was applying her lightener. But basically what we're going to do is take small horizontal subsections throughout the mohawk, and we're going to over direct all of this hair forward. So that allows us to paint in straight lines, which saves us a ton of time. But because we're painting everything over directed, when the hair falls back into its natural state of where it's going to be worn, you'll get this really blended, seamless, cohesive look without, like I said, spending 10,000 hours trying to achieve it. I started applying with the red at the base because that's just typically where my mind goes when I think of rainbow order. And our first subsection is actually our most challenging one. That's the one that we're actually figuring out what is going to be placed where. And after we finish that first subsection, it actually gets a lot easier. You can see what I'm doing now. I've taken my second subsection and laid it just directly on top of our first. And now I can go through and see exactly where I place the yellows, where I place the blues, blah, blah, blah. And I can go through line by line and apply all of my greens at once and all of my purples at once. And this is another thing that really saves you time during this application. All we're going to be doing now is just continuing to follow this roadmap that we set up in that first subsection. We're going to be laying new subsections over top and then just painting the colors right on where they go. The key thing that we are really looking for in this application is just making sure that these colors are fully saturating each subsection. When you're applying this color, if you're working with subsections that are too large or you're not using enough product, you will end up with hollow spots. Hollow spots are going to be just wherever some of this blonde didn't get fully covered, and you'll end up with literally like a little blonde polka dot in the middle of your rainbow, and it's gonna ruin your entire day. So just make sure when you are doing this that each one of these little lines is getting fully saturated with that semi-permanent color, so you get that nice cohesive look all the way through and you don't end up with those hollow spots. We're going to continue this exact same thing through the entire mohawk section. After I get everything painted, I will show you a pretty cool little trick to make the processing time a little more comfortable for my client. It's not the most convenient thing to be flopping foils down in their face, but beauty is pain. We make do with it. But I do want to save her from being able to like sit a little more comfortably where she's not just sitting with this foil right in her face the entire time. But after this is all applied, we'll do the little trick to get it out of her face, and then we're just going to let our semis process right at room temperature for 25 minutes. The Pulp Riot semis have a little bit of wiggle room with your processing time. You can do 25 to 40 minutes. I've played around with just about every single way that you can let these Pulp Riot semis process. And 25 minutes for these deeper, more saturated, more pigmented tones has always worked really well for me. So we'll let her just sit in the chair for 25, and then we'll get her back to the shampoo bowl, get everything rinsed out before we dry and style. For the processing, I wanted to pause for a second and show how I actually set these foils up to be more comfortable for your client while they're in that processing era. So all we're going to do is take more foils and apply them right on top. So this whole section is incubated, insulated, and I don't have to worry about it getting on anything else. Then we're going to take the whole thing and just flip it behind the head. She'll be a lot more comfortable while she's waiting. One thing with semis is you never want to shampoo them directly after the service. Whenever you get to this stage, we are just going to rinse with the coldest water possible and really high water pressure. Our goal is to just get the color off of the hair. I love to finish up, I know this was so blurry, but I love to finish up with one of the Olaplex deep conditioning masks just to really push that moisture back in. They have two, one for finer hair and one for thicker hair, so you can choose accordingly for your client. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Oh, there it is. I love with like the waves and everything too. It's so pretty. And here is our final look. Let me know right now what you think down in the comments. Send this video to your stylist or friends that you think could pull off a look like this. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new hair content every single week, and I don't want you to miss out on the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!